Yo, what up YouTube? Rotocut here. Today I'm going to talk about volatility, cryptocurrency volatility, Bitcoin, all that good stuff. It's a topic that a lot of people new to the space are not necessarily comfortable with. So these are my 2 cents. This is my experience. This is what I feel is surrounding this topic of volatility. So, number one thing, the utmost if you walk away from this video, know that when you talk volatility equals Bitcoin. That's it. That's the bottom line. Right now, Bitcoin is volatility. Unless Bitcoin is done with this price discovery phase, it will remain volatile until it does. Just look at the numbers I have here on the screen. I mean, these things are 24/7. There's trading happening all over the world. It never stops. And it's not like your traditional system where, 9 to 5 and boom, you're done, Monday to Friday. No, this thing is 24/7. There's a lot of players, there's a lot of things, there's a lot of news articles, there's a lot of things happening all over the world, and it creates a crazy amount of volatility. And like I said, unless Bitcoin reaches its peak of price discovery, where there's not a lot of crazy movement surrounding it, it will remain volatile until it does. So what do you do if you're new to the space? What do you do even if you're old? But if you're new, if you decide to invest in crypto, the very first thing is you gotta go in with a frame of mind that you're gonna lose all your money. It's that simple. I mean, don't bet on Bitcoin thinking you're gonna be a millionaire. Don't put more money than you're willing to lose, because if you do, you're exposing yourself, and you're gonna live in constant fear, anguish, and it's not a good feeling. And let's say it does go to zero. When that happens, I mean, you're kind of prepared for it. It'll suck, but it'll suck a little less. Now, personally, I don't feel like it's ever gonna go to zero. That's just my opinion. And many people feel that way because you will always have people that are holding it. Oh, it'll crash to like $1. Oh, you'll still have people, holding it and buying, because that's how it's happened. So many times it's crashed 80, 90% at times, So, that's one aspect of it. But let's say you do go in and it's going to pan out in the long run. Well, that's exactly it. In the long run, and what do you do? What are you gonna experience when you get there? On your way there, lots of volatility. You're gonna experience roller coasters like you've never experienced before in your life. You're gonna go through the highest highs and the lowest lows. I've been through it. I've been a spectator before. I lived it. I'm living it right now, and it's something that a lot of newcomers just can't handle. This is not your traditional investment vehicle. It's a different beast. But know that right now it's gonna be volatile until, I don't want to say the end of time, but until it finds that eventual that the end of the price discovery phase will stabilize. That's when volatility will die down. Number two is with all these things in mind, you gotta avoid being emotional in this space, because if you are a little bit on the emotional side, when you see these 10-15% dips, and that's what they are, dips, they're not crashes. If you're emotional, you're gonna be like, oh my god, I gotta get my money out before this thing loses control, and it could go into a bear market, a multi-year bear market. And yeah, you could take it out to avoid that. But if you're in it for the long run, these dips, I mean, they're not really you're not gonna feel them as bad as somebody that's not thinking long term. So avoid being emotional about it. Think long term. Think different cycles. I made a video about the Bitcoin cycle and what it is. Holding it for 1 or 2 cycles, you're gonna be set. Number 3. Don't try to time the market. This This is a pretty big one that I learned in 2018. I was trying to, hey, buy low, sell high type of deal, but it never works out. So the hodl mentality, or what a lot of the Bitcoin people and cryptocurrency folks really tend to do is just hold it. So it's a lose-lose. If you try to time the market, it's a lose-lose, because if you make gains, you're gonna feel bad that you sold and it kept climbing, and then you're like, oh man, I missed out on all these profits. And if you lose on your trades, you're gonna feel bad because obviously you're losing. You're buying high and you're selling low. So in my opinion, you're always in this lose-lose situation. There's people that can live with that. I can't, and most people can't. And so that's one thing that you got to think about. And a lot of people get wrecked, even the experts. So that's one thing that I don't even try to do, time the market. And the best phrase that people in the crypto space use that I love is, time in the market beats timing in the market. If you know that and understand that, you're going to be a happy camper. And this volatility is really not going to matter too much to you. One of the last things is diversify. So, yeah, crypto is fun, and there's a lot of highs and lows and the fun in between and all that good stuff. But diversifying will make you feel like, okay, the volatility happening in the crypto space. And what I mean by diversifying is in traditional investments. Not only do I hold crypto, I also hold ETFs, stocks, stuff that I do research on. And I have a very stable, diversified portfolio where it's going up, 5-10% or whatever, which in the crypto world, 5-10% is nothing really. But at least you have that safety net. You're like, okay, crypto's gonna go to zero, but I got my 15, 20, 30,000, whatever, right? In a safe space. So diversifying will help you better handle the volatility of crypto. And that goes a long way. It makes everybody sleep better at night, and you're able to handle this volatility a little bit better. But yeah, diversifying is great. Me personally, when I started investing heavy, and I mean heavy is more than what I originally thought, is my portfolio consisted of, let's say, 70% traditional investments and about 30% crypto. But crypto blew up so much that now it's like 75% crypto, 25% traditional investments, or if not 20. So what do you do there, right? You're no longer diversified. But me, I kind of believe in this. I want to hold for at least 1 or 2 cycles and see where it goes, and let's see how it pans out. But I still have that original diversified portfolio percentage that makes me feel good and makes me rest easy at night. So that's what I got. Just 4 major points, but the main one is Bitcoin equals volatility. That's it. Bottom line. Know it, understand that, live with it if you're in the space. And then, once you go through 1 or 2 cycles and the roller coasters really start to be normalized, you'll be a happy camper. Thanks again for clicking and watching the video. If you have any questions, let me know. And I'll see you guys on the next time. See ya.